Labour could back airstrikes after shadow cabinet revolt. Labour MPs could back military action against ISIS in Syria after senior Labour MPs pile pressure on Jeremy Corbyn. Jeremy Corbyn was hit by a shadow cabinet revolt today which could see Labour back airstrikes against ISIS in Syria. The shadow cabinet agreed this morning the party should have a collective position on the issue, but that would be decided nearer the time. The leader told colleagues to consult with their constituency parties over the weekend before they finalise the party's stance on Monday. The move leaves the door open to Labour backing military action, even though that may be personally unpalatable to lifelong pacifist Mr Corbyn. Asked what they expect to happen, one shadow cabinet member told the Mirror, "I don't think it will go his, Corbyn's, way." Mr Corbyn was told that if he decides to whip against airstrikes, the leadership would face a sizeable rebellion from Labour MPs who would like to see the RAF join the bombing in Syria. David Cameron will set out the case for airstrikes on Thursday before holding a Commons vote on the issue next week. There was a decision made to have an agreed position. "We are going to have 2 further shadow cabinet meetings, one on Thursday and another on Monday after we have seen what the PM says," said a shadow cabinet source. The Prime Minister has said he will only press ahead with military action if there is cross-party support in Parliament. But with a handful of Tory MPs opposed to airstrikes along with the SNP, Mr Cameron will need at least some Labour MPs to get the vote through. Northern Ireland's DUP, which has 8 MPs, today received a National Security Council briefing on Syria and will see PM in Downing Street tomorrow evening. Mr Corbyn is struggling to maintain Labour unity on the issue with as many as 70 Labour MPs, including some shadow cabinet ministers, warning they will defy the leadership to vote for military action. Meanwhile, Unite General Secretary Len McCluskey is reported by The Independent to have called on Mr Corbyn to show more leadership. Mr McCluskey, one of the Labour leader's cheerleaders, is said to have told an event at the University of York that Mr Corbyn had to come to terms with the role of leader. He has been a very principled MP and been able to say what he likes, but now he's a leader and in leadership he can't necessarily say the first thing that comes into his head. He has to take some balance, he said. His comments came after the General Secretary of Unison, Dave Prentice, called for an end to Labour squabbling. Standing up for these families and arguing against government austerity is what the Labour Party should have been doing this week. Every time you think that things can't get any worse, they do. It's high time Labour got its act together. The party needs to start working together, against the government, not each other, Mr Prentice said.